This is Optimal Living Daily Relationships, episode 161. Are you letting go or just giving up? Rules of Disengagement by Corbano of lovesagame.com. Happy Monday, everyone. I'm Joss Marie, your host and personal narrator, right here on the Relationships edition of Optimal Living Daily. This is the show where we feature content regarding dating, marriage, family, parenting, and much more every Monday through Friday. And you can listen to it whenever and wherever you want, free of charge. Today, I have a post from Eddie Corbano all about the process of letting go of your ex after a breakup. If you know someone who may be struggling with letting go of an ex, you may want to share this episode with them. To share using Apple Podcasts, simply click on the three dots icon that is just to the right of the episode title and author, and then select Share Episode. You can choose to send it via text or email, whichever you prefer. Or if you're not listening via Apple Podcasts, you can share the show by sending a friend our link. And the link is oldpodcast.com/listen. Thanks so much for sharing. And with that, let's hear today's post as we optimize your life. Are you letting go or just giving up? Rules of Disengagement by Eddie Corbano of lovesagame.com. Quote, "You will find that it is necessary to let things go, simply for the reason that they are heavy. So let them go. Let go of them. I tie no weights to my ankles." C. Joybell C. After weeks and months of struggling, fighting through the pain, and riding the emotional roller coaster, you finally have to face that one moment that changes it all, the disengagement from your ex. You have done an arduous climb towards the top of the mountain called breakup recovery, and you face this final significant obstacle. But there is a danger here, a small fork in the road. You have to choose between giving up and letting go. The advantages of letting go of your ex. When I say letting go, I mean the particular phase in your recovery and not the actual literal process. Letting go is total acceptance, an internal process of consciously acknowledging that you can make it alone, and that you do not need your ex to survive emotionally and physically. You say goodbye, turn around, and walk away. Metaphorically. That's the ultimate climax of your recovery. There are still a few steps missing, but from now on, you are pretty much fine. The benefits of letting go are evident. 1. You release the anger towards your ex and forgive them and yourself for everything that happened. 2. You have a clear idea why the relationship failed and how to avoid that mistake in the future. 3. You know for sure that you will survive alone, especially emotionally. And 4. You can think about the future in a positive way for the first time. Sounds good, doesn't it? But there is danger ahead. Many people going through a breakup think that they let go of their ex at some point when in fact they do not. What they really do is just give up. What is the difference? I'll come to that in a minute. The actual process of letting go. The process of disengagement from your ex usually doesn't happen automatically. You cannot decide to do so 2 days after your breakup and expect it to happen. It doesn't work this way. You have to have all the recovery phases behind you to make that step successfully. It is a linear process, the end of the detachment. In other words, you will learn everything you need to make it happen while going through the painful phases. Unfortunately, there is no shortcut. And at that point, when you have nearly reached the top of the metaphorical mountain, you must convince yourself that you are ready and make a conscious effort to release your ex. Because if you do not, you are in danger of avoiding this crucial step and taking the easy way out, which is giving up. This is when we leap into a new relationship before we are ready to do so, or we make the decision that we will always love them secretly, that no one else could ever come even near our ex. It's kneeling in front of the pedestal we've put our ex on. Many of us make this mistake, and it's the number one reason that people suffer way longer than they really should. Giving up means, in fact, to stagnate out of fear, as opposed to having a little courage and freeing yourself from the chains of your ex. It's avoiding having to face the ultimate solution and taking measures of avoidance instead. Let your ex go. Here's how. Quote, letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. Steve Maraboli. Letting go will prepare you for the next step, which is finding someone new or simply living the life you want, being emotionally free. Letting go will bring you freedom you haven't dreamed of. It will give you confidence and strength to endure the rest of the journey. You reclaim your self-esteem and identity. There are many ways to start the process of letting your ex go, but coaching since 2005 have taught me a few secret ways that are most effective. I teach them in the home study version of my coaching. One of them is the farewell ceremony. Here's what you do. You write a letter to your ex that you do not send. You address in this letter why the relationship was important to you, maybe how you miss them, how you realize that it's finally over, how you forgive them and yourself, and how you've learned that to survive, you must let go of them. Make it personal, emotional, but let it have one sole purpose: to thank them for the good times and to say goodbye. Now, take this letter along with an item that you love and which is connected to your ex. A gift, a photo, something emotional. Take these and go to a nearby river. Position yourself in the middle of a bridge. Look for a place where there's no one around. Read the letter you wrote out loud and say goodbye, insert name. I'm letting you go. After you do that, throw that item into the river and burn the letter. Okay, I know how this sounds, a little ridiculous and melodramatic, but don't judge it before you try it. I can almost guarantee you that it will help you. It has helped thousands before you, so what is the harm in trying? As in many times during your recovery, don't analyze it, just do it. How to know when you are ready to let go. It is almost impossible to give a precise time frame as to the when you are ready for this step. It depends on many factors, mainly on the work you have done throughout the previous phases. It could be after 2 months or after a year. You are probably ready to let go of your ex when you 1. Have successfully completed the 60 days of no contact. 2. No more feel the urge to contact your ex. 3. No more feel the need to resolve things with your ex. 4. Have an idea what went wrong in your relationship. 5. Feel that the fear of bumping into them is much less. 6. Can handle alone time much better. Being alone doesn't feel awkward anymore. 7. Have learned to control an upcoming negative thinking process. And 8. Feel that the pain is more or less manageable. When all of the above applies to you, then you've done a lot, and you've come very far. Now would be the time to do the letting go work, to prepare yourself for the last step, the reopening, a leap into a new life, as I call it in my coaching. Conclusion. Quote, renew, release, let go. Yesterday's gone. There's nothing you can do to bring it back. You can't, should have done something. You can only do something. Renew yourself. Release that attachment. Today is a new day. Steve Maraboli. There is a point in your recovery, a critical point, where you need to consciously let go of your ex-partner. You have to finalize your recovery by resolving everything that needs resolving. Forgive them. Forgive yourself. Be thankful for the times you've had. Understand what you have learned about the relationship and yourself. Say goodbye and release them. Disengage yourself from your ex and free the path for a new and bright life with all that comes with it. Then you will stand at the top of that huge mountain, look back at the arduous path you've taken, feeling pride and confidence from what you've accomplished. At this moment, you will realize that all the suffering, all the tough times had their purpose. It made you stronger, wiser, and closer to the person you really are. For that, you will be thankful and so proud. Your friend, Eddie Corbano. You just listened to the post titled, "Are You Letting Go or Just Giving Up? Rules of Disengagement" by Eddie Corbano of lovesagame.com. Thank you so much to Eddie for letting us share this post. If you're using Apple Podcasts and would like to share it with someone you know who may be struggling post-breakup, simply click on the 3 dots icon that is just to the right of the episode title and author, and then select Share Episode. You can choose to send it via text or email, whichever you prefer. Or if you're not listening via Apple Podcasts, you can share the show by sending a friend our link. And the link is oldpodcast.com/listen. Thanks for sharing. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow with a post from lisamerlobooth.com, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.